We're dealing with a man that can't handle criticism, okay? We're dealing with somebody that has no real convictions in their life. We are dealing with somebody that will say anything popular to gain any amount of viewership possible to increase ad revenue. I smell something. I smell something in the air. I smell cowardice. I smell a grifter. I smell cowardice. I smell in the air. And Andy reeks of it. I'm so happy to go over this today.
Why do you suppose ACMAM doesn't talk about the fact that Concord has 3 black females in it and not a single white man? Why?
Who cares?
I realize these dudes are so deep in the gay communist agenda, they can't even...
ACTMAN! Bro! Kelly, ACTMAN! Can I have some of the gay agenda money for this? You're not really saying that much, Chris. Where's this channel gonna take us? Oh, chat. You're gonna get some whiplash.
Game developers need to stop putting gay stuff in games, and they need to fire every liberal white woman if they want us to ever buy a game again. The LGBTQ crowd are...
You do realize that, like, liberal people are not just white, right? Like, is that something I need to say? I don't think you guys get it. In reality, not every game is gay, anti-white, and replacing white people. Not every game. This is the argument he's making. Are you starting to see the pattern of behavior that we're going to be dealing with very shortly? I knew it! I didn't even watch the rest of this, bro. And I knew it. I called it. I called it. The game that has caused, other than Hogwarts, the most amount of political bullshit in gaming. He praised it. Anyone who owns Funko Pops, like, unironically, must be burned at the stake. We need to do a Salem witch trials of people that purchase Funko Pops. There's no other conversation outside of that. The man struck a video where in the interview he says we both could use this for content if we want.
What? You're suing a man and you ended with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum!
Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We have a lot to go over. If you don't notice by all the tabs up here, there's a lot that we need to discuss today. We need to talk about this guy, Andypants Gaming. Okay, this man, from what I understand, is a watered-down version of Synthetic Man, The Quartering, and Sneeko all rolled into one person. Like, if Synthetic Man had the confidence of Sneeko, this is the kind of channel he would be in the gaming community space. That's what I get as my impression of this guy. I would not be shocked if one day he was like, Cuties, great movie. Oh, whoa, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Listen, it's a joke before you get pissed off, because for some reason the guy that talks about how bad woke culture and outrage culture is always mad at stuff. You tend to get really mad and hyperfixate on stuff. So that was a joke before you get, like, really mad. Okay, buddy? Okay? Just putting it out there. We're dealing with a man that can't handle criticism, backlash, can't handle his own convictions, a full-blown grifter, a guy who realized it was more popular just to say the opinions of one side than rather have a real opinion of himself. Okay? We're dealing with somebody that has no real convictions in their life. We are dealing with somebody that will say anything popular to gain any amount of viewership possible to increase ad revenue. Okay? Now, normally, I do not care. Get your bag, right? Don't care. Get your bag. I don't give a shit. But there's a difference between, like, getting your bag and being genuine and getting your bag and completely lying about, like, your come up, who you are, your positions, and then flip-flopping it on a whole year and trying to burn everything around you that other people are doing because you need to stand out to your audience now because you are in a highly oversaturated market. You already have The Quartering, you already got people like Sneeko, you already got Synthetic Man, all these people that are just a lot more interesting than you, Andy, that you need to stand out with. So what do? You start lashing out at other creators within the space, creating drama. Andy, you are fake and gay. And the sheer fact that you struck a guy that is known for one of the biggest DMCA dramas of all time is not the greatest move, buddy. It really isn't. Now, say what you will about how Ackman conducted himself during the Quantum TV drama. I've had my own criticisms for him, the more I thought about it over time. But all in all, the crux of the situation here is that when a YouTuber strikes another YouTuber, and it is totally false, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, politics, fucking, if you're anti-drama, anti-commentary, if you're gaming, everybody comes together just to unanimously shit down your fucking throat. Everyone is going to come out of the woodwork, Andy. Open your mouth and shit down your hole. That is what is going to happen. It's happening right now. There are people in the politics space that hate drama, that are talking about you now. That's a problem, Andy, is when you unite people that hate each other against you. You know? It's just what's going to happen. And this is where we're at now, Andy. What is wrong with you? We have a lot of ground to cover. Yes, also the Fratanga stuff. I wish to apologize to Fratanga. I was out. I was informed by Klutzy King and Frit of what was going on. I'm glad that it got resolved. The difference between the difference between Fratanga and the Ackman situation are twofold, okay? With Fratanga, that guy is a complete scumbag piece of human garbage, okay? The guy who struck him, right? Here's where the difference lies. These guys are both pieces of shit. One of them, after being sat down and explained this is a bad thing, retracted said statement, okay? Retracted the strike and the claim, all right? After being told that he was wrong. Versus this guy, who's doing it only because the public pressure is getting worse, and now he's going to be perceived as a Matt Jarbo type character. He is reading the landscape. He's not doing it because he feels like, oh, I actually did something wrong. He's doing it because there are people now that he was not expecting to get involved. That's the difference between these two people. Got it? Do you understand the definitive difference between these two? I'm glad Frit and the other guy worked it out. That other guy's still an asshole in my book. But Andy's something else. I smell something. I smell something in the air. I smell cowardice. I smell a grifter. I smell cowardice. I smell bitch. I smell bitch in the air. And Andy reeks of it. I'm so happy to go over this today. So, now that we got the intro out of the way, we need to talk about his original video for you to understand the full breakdown of the things we are about to witness here. So, Andy uploads a video back on September 10th of 2024. This video titled Woke YouTubers. The description's pretty interesting. Time to expose these cucks. Ooh. Interesting. Very not demure. Very cringe. Not demure at all. Very, very low Sigma Riz, okay? Very low Riz. So this guy makes a YouTube video criticizing what he perceives to be gaming YouTube / commentary channels that he perceives to be as pushing the woke agenda. God, I love people like this. Now, I wish to state, I also have my issues with forced DEI. I have my issues when a company, instead of actually creating a game that works around these aspects, like black characters, gay characters, and actually making them make sense, rather than shoehorning them in, is something to bring up once in a while. But, you shouldn't see it everywhere. You shouldn't be paranoidly trying to nitpick literally everything about anything a game company puts out in the context of DEI. If there is a black main character, that doesn't automatically mean it's DEI. Doesn't mean it's automatically forced diversity. Okay? It's just a fact of nature. Ooh, this is going to get better. So, Andy has a problem with these YouTubers not doing exactly what he wants. Let's take down a walk. Let's take down a walk of Andy's mindset.
Probably going to get canceled after this one. Oh well.
No, you just got made fun of.
Here we go. So in this video, I want to talk about a disturbing pattern that I've begun to notice in some of our most celebrated YouTubers.
Is he doing the Jewish question, but for YouTubers? I'm noticing a disturbing pattern.
I, like many people, was at one time a fan of the Actman, Skill Up, and Bellular. But as time has gone on, I've noticed a pretty upsetting trend in the content of all three of these guys.
Okay, first, I'm just going to be, like, brutally honest. I don't really consume much of the gaming commentary content other than, like, Gar of the Rage. I'm going to be brutally honest. I like Gar's content. Everyone else I'm kind of, like, indifferent to, right? I don't think I've ever seen in an Actman video anything that's, like, super politically charged. A lot of these guys, I haven't seen super politically charged content. Maybe that I'm wrong. I don't know. But I feel like for Actman, I've never seen that before. So this will be interesting.
Have you noticed these three creators never call anything woke? And if they do, they're making fun of you for using the term?
Well, why would they have to call things woke? See, this is you're already kind of like losing me within said argument. You're like, have you ever noticed that they've never said the buzzword that makes my audience get hard and start jizzing their pants at the idea of a cancellation mob? Did you ever notice that they didn't say the word woke? You know, people can say things are unnecessary without calling them woke, right? Like, you do realize what you're doing is priming your audience to already dislike them because they're not using the words that you use. You're creating a bias, bud.
Have you noticed they never talk about the obvious?
And yes, they've all criticized wokeness stuff at multiple points. That's the funniest part.
Uglification of women in games the past.
Uglification of women. What? Uglification of women. Are you talking about like the Mary Jane shit? Are you talking about like the Star Wars outlaw girl? Yeah, they're ugly. So? Am I supposed to like pitch a tent every time I see a video game character? Like, I don't really care. Like, why does that even matter? I don't get why that matters. Yes, she's ugly. Oh my god. Does that mean that we have to like freak the fuck out about it? The games were trash. Star Wars Outlaws, from what I've seen, is just a trash Ubisoft game. Doesn't even need to. The ugly woman part is like so below the line of shit that needs to be criticized about that game. Mary Jane in Spider-Man, ugly as shit, but like there were issues with the game. There were issues with bugs and constant repetition. It felt like a reskin. Everyone had bigger issues than people looking ugly. Like, it's a thing to bring up, but it shouldn't be the main topic of discussion.
Few years. Have you noticed they never talk about the LGBTQI7 community and how they base?
Why do they have to talk about the gay? Never talk about games are gay as hell now. Has he been playing Space Marines? Helldivers? Fuck. Well, I know the Synthetic Man would say Elden Ring's full of gay people. What other games have I played this fucking year? Destiny, there are gay people. I'll admit that. I don't know. BioShock, not a lot of gay people. Like, what? The only thing that you're really catching on as, like, gay is the Concord stuff. And Concord was just a shit game. Concord was shit. Yeah, Darktide, no gay. Play Italian Mass Souls. Hold on. Beckett, are there gay people in Italian Mass Souls? According to Andy, I can't play that game. Starfield, there's gay characters, but it's like Mass Effect. You could also bang the fucking crewmate that is a man in Mass Effect 3. Like, what? Like, who gives a shit? Who cares? Dustborn is an indie game that no one gives a fuck about in the AAA sphere. Sonic? I didn't realize Sonic was a gay. Baldur's Gate 3 has gays, but it wasn't forced. Yeah, no, it wasn't forced. Yes, Concord also, you are right, Q. Concord also failed due to the fact that they put out a hero shooter in 2024 when Overwatch already burned through all of the goodwill that anyone had for team shooters or hero shooters. The only reason that the other game, it's through Valve, Deadlock, is doing well, it's because it's a Valve-made game. Like, it's always tight, those games.
Basically run video games right now. Have you noticed they never point out obvious racism against white people?
Obvious racism against white people. Are you fucking kidding me? Obvious racism against white people. Where's the... Question, chat, serious question. Serious question. All the gamers in this chat, have you played a game that is obviously racist to white people in the past 10 years? I'm like actually curious. How many of you have played a game that was blatantly, obviously racist against white people in 10 years? I've never played a game that is blatantly, obviously racist against white people. It doesn't make any sense. I can't think of one. Doesn't make any sense. Wolfenstein, okay. Well, God of War encouraged race mixing. Yeah, we're doing the synthetic man argument where he was like, yeah, how come these two teenagers didn't fuck? You know? That weird line that he said. He's like, how come Atreus isn't banging the other teenager? You know? Some weird shit.
In fact, they'll often say lies like racism against white people isn't possible.
Have I ever, that sounds like Ethan Klein's tweet where it's like white isn't a race, dipshit. Like,
You notice none of them ever talk about the trillions of dollars companies make by bumping up their DEI and ESG initiatives and by putting evil woke nonsense in their games?
Does he not know about the Sweet Baby Inc. blacklist? Did he not know that?
You notice they never talk about the complete removal of masculinity from video games.
Isn't the new Doom coming out soon? Didn't Space Marines just drop recently? Didn't Helldivers drop it this year? Didn't God of War drop? Like what the what? That actually makes no sense. Dragon Ball Z? Yakuza? What? What is he talking about? There are so many games like that. Like, who cares if people make games that are not super masculine? Like, I don't get it.
So why? Why are these three dudes intentionally avoiding calling out wokeness in games?
Maybe because it's not the main focus of their content. Maybe they want to focus on the games in of themselves, if the stories are good, if the mechanics are good, if the company in of itself understands consumer like what the consumers want and not what the corpos want. You know, that seems more important than everything else.
Now girly pop certified.
Sorry, Chris, all your bad games are now girly pop. True. It is. It just doesn't make any sense.
To put it simply, it's because these dudes are cucks. They're pussies.
Bowing down to the LGBTQ mafia. Am I watching a Sneeko video? Like, what is happening right now? I feel like I am watching a Sneeko. It's like if Sneeko, Synthetic Man, and the Quartering all had a retarded child. I feel like that's the kind of person I'm watching right now.
All three of these guys are definitely voting for Kamala Harris in November.
How do you know that?
I heard Endymion call him Ackmam one time, and the label definitely fits. So those are the
He does have moments where he acts like a Karen. Bro, I'm gonna be real. There's moments. You have your moments. At least you've acknowledged those moments.
surface level reasons. I'll get to the deeper reasons in a minute. I just watched an entire Actman video about Concord. I know, it was painful. It contained a lot of tired millennial jokes. I'm a millennial, by the way. Takes one to know one. He talked a lot about...
Like, who cares? Bro.
...low player numbers. He talked about how much money it wasted. And then when he gets to the part where you're supposed to talk about why the game failed, he just said...
Supposed to talk about why the game failed. Wait.
Bad gameplay. Bad character design.
Is that... Wait, what? Isn't that a factor into that? The fact that the gameplay was boring and not engaging. The character designs were not interesting enough for anyone to care about them. The company took 8 years to put out a hero shooter. He literally said the thing that made the game unplayable and not interesting for people. You don't understand they had 5 black people in it. Woke. It's just woke, bro.
Why do you suppose Ackman doesn't talk about the fact that Concord has 3 black females in it and not a single white man? Why?
I don't care. Like, why should you care? Like, what? Like, I literally don't. It's an arena shooter. Who cares? It's a team-based shooter. 3 black women is way too many. What the fuck? How do you live your life like this?
This guy is 41 years old, by the way.
Oh, dude. Oh, you ruined it for people that don't know who this guy is. He's 41. He's 41, dude. He's literally 41.
Why do you suppose he doesn't?
I'm not the guy that's like, oh, dog on the age. Oh, old guy still on YouTube, you know. But like, bro, you're 41. You flip-flop like you're in high school. Don't worry, we'll get to your flip-flopping history very soon, Andy. That's why I say it matters at this point.
talk about all the LGBTQ plus activists on Twitter who worked on the game.
Why does anyone have to care about that? These people could be shitty people, but if Ackman wants to focus on the game, if people want to talk about what made the game bad, they can talk about those things. They don't have to talk about the other shit.
Interesting. He even at one point in the video makes fun of the idea that bigger breasts would save this game. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, dude. Is that idea so ridiculous? You'll notice similar things when watching cucks like Skill Up.
But like he can't like make a joke?
No BS is back from the
Wait.
grave with a new identity.
Did he just like take offense to that the Ackman made a joke that women don't have big enough tits? Because gamers do care about big tits. They do. They care. They do. I don't know why, but they do. They do. Ackman's not wrong. He's like, yeah, if you put bigger tits in it, it would probably be fine. And this guy was like, ugh, you should have put that. Ackman made a joke about it. But yeah, what's so wrong with it? What, bro, like he's just making a joke.
Up and Bellular analyze Concord. Why do you suppose these guys spend 30 minutes talking about the gameplay and not 1 minute talking about how a huge reason the game failed is because the characters are fat and ugly?
That's what they focused on, the thing that matters. What? Your question is so leading and so grifting. It's actually pathetic. Of course, the guys that cover gameplay analysis are going to care about the games. They're going to care about what makes the game good. They're not going to care about 3 black women.
About the gameplay and not 1 minute talking about how a huge reason the game failed is because the characters are fat and ugly. So I used to think these 3 guys were just missing details. I used to give them the benefit of the doubt. But as I've watched their content on a consistent basis, I realized these dudes are so deep in the gay communist agenda, they can't even...
Ackman! Bro! Kelly, Ackman, can I have some of the gay agenda money for this? I'm serious. I'm getting paid by Camden Gerard Davis. Okay, I make $10K a month off of Camden to keep dogging on Mama Max. I get paid by, I don't know, like some anti-gay group for shitting on Keffels. Can I get paid by the gay mafia now to defend the Ackman and friends from a complete grifting dipshit? Oh yeah, I'm also paid by Mr. Beast. Another $10K. I'd appreciate more money.
I can't wait for Synthetic Man to make a video defending this weirdo.
I'm actually hyped for when Synthetic Man does that. Okay. I'm so ready. I'm being paid by so many people. Can I also get the gay agenda money? That'd be great. Crazy, these anti-DEI grifters never going to make their own games and only sit on YouTube to provide fake outrage to their retarded audience. Yes. There's a whole industry of people that are willing to watch this. Now, do I care? Not really. It's when you start causing problems. When you start saying dumb shit to start attacking other people that you literally can't break through their barrier of criticism. Your barrier of criticism is so low from what you can actually criticize them for. It's hilarious.
criticize it anymore.
No way. Andy tries to sound like Jim. Please tell me he's not a fucking Medica clone, dude. No! Q, no!
Basically, you've got incredibly evil companies like Activision who support and Satanism and push
Satanism? Wait a minute. Okay, listen. Activision is a terrible company. We could all agree. Total shithole. When was the Satanism part? Am I retarded? When did Activision promote Satanism? Or support Satanism? Am I missing something here? There's a lot of things about Activision that's bad. Thank you for the gay agenda money. There's a lot of things about Activision that is bad, but is Satanism? Diablo? No way. Shut up. There is no shot his argumentation is Diablo.
Here's some money for your gay marriage.
We haven't had a gay satanic panic over Diablo since like the 2000s, dude. Like, what are you talking about? No, if he means Diablo, I'm gonna die laughing. That is the funniest shit I've heard all year.
DEI initiatives and also spend
Diablo is not from Activision. It's Activision Blizzard. They're two in the same company. Activision acquired Blizzard.
billions and billions of dollars a year on marketing. Now, do you think they're going to give a YouTuber like me, who calls them out on a consistent basis, a sneak peek and a tour of the studio? Of course not. They want a shill. They want an empty shill like Skill Up who won't bring up the woke. stuff. They want somebody who will be an empty mouthpiece and they can just pour talking points into them while they regurgitate them out. Actman is indeed good at playing an act. He's good at appearing natural and looking like he's riffing. The reality is he's reading a careful script that has definitely been run by his handlers at Activision and Bungie and other DEI departments.
Bungie? Bungie? Whoa! Whoa! We need to back up. You do realize the Actman has been one of the most vocal goddamn critics of Bungie of all time, right? You know he interviewed a guy that told him all the stuff that is wrong with Bungie. Are you kidding? No shot. This dude didn't do any research. He didn't watch any video. There's no way. There's no way, dude.
Again, notice these guys never mention BlackRock, ESG, or any of the gay
BlackRock?
communist, globalist cancer that these companies push.
I don't believe this guy actually believes this shit. He's just saying buzzwords. You could hear it in his voice. He doesn't have real conviction. He's just saying it to say it. You could feel it.
I found this article on screen here about Bellular that was definitely interesting. It basically talks about how he's been given insider interviews and gets to see deep behind-the-scenes information about upcoming World of Warcraft games. But part of his ability to get that info is to continue to be a corporate shill for Activision and parrot the talking points they want. He's a good little sheep and never asks about DEI or ESG.
But why do they have to ask? Like, there's my question. Why do they have to ask? Why? Why do they have to ask? What fucking world do you live in that it is required that these people that do video game analysis and criticism videos on video games get early copies and they shit all over the games still? You're just upset they're not shitting on the games you want them to be shit on. Your brain is broken. Your brain is literally fucking mush.
This is why even if they wanted to, Actman, Bellular, and SkillUp can't talk about the woke agenda. These low-T beta males have been bought and sold by Activision, by Sony, by Microsoft.
Something tells me you have never shot a gun in your life. I can tell by your voice you're not a gun owner. If you are, and I'm totally wrong, I'll retract that statement. Something tells me you've never held like a real gun. You seem like the kind of guy that would grab a 22 and be like, yeah, this is a great gun. Guarantee it. I'll put money down. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll pay him.
By Bungie. Sure, they can have complaints about gameplay and too many microtransactions and stuff like that, but you will never hear these guys complaining about why women are so ugly in video games now because they're good corporate servants.
But why does... Who cares? Okay, am I going to be the guy? Am I really going to be the guy that says this? I don't care that they make women ugly. There's also games that make women fucking amazing looking. Like, who gives a shit? I literally can care less. If the story is not forced bullshit, forced diversity or whatever, right? I don't care. If it is well incorporated into the game, it's just a game. That's it. Character black, women, doesn't matter. If it's forced, I have a problem with it. This dude thinks every game is forced to do that. Not all of them.
One mistake I think a lot of people make is thinking that just because these guys will say a game is terrible, they must be objective. Not so. A journalist or content creator is not judged by their ability to say a game is bad. They're judged by their ability to be able to breach any topic. The fact that these creators have never talked about DEI, ESG, and the woke propaganda indicates to me either A, they're censoring their real thoughts, or B, these guys are the propaganda machines themselves.
Am I watching, like... I swear to God, this guy is like if Synthetic Man in the Quartering had like a retarded child. With like the confidence of Sneeko. This guy's like everything that I love about shitty fucking content creators. I love this guy.
Also, there's no way they're not aware of it. Every third comment on YouTube is calling out woke garbage. So these guys are either willing corporate cucks or unwilling corporate cucks.
That's a self-report right there that he always reads the comment section. Who gives a shit what random commenters have to say? Unless it's like something imperative, like who gives a shit?
Either way, they're owned by the corporations. Zooming out a little bit, another interesting issue here is the debate around company structure and the corporate life of video game companies. These
Bobby Kotick bad. We can all agree on that.
three creators always toe the woke/communist party line rather than identifying the real problem.
The communist line? When the hell were any of these guys communist? This dude is literally just speaking in buzz terms.
The actual workers at the bottom, they are the problem. Let me give you an example. So I've talked to a lot of people in the AAA game industry
How are they
confidentially the past few months. I can't
propaganda
reveal their
machines if they
identities.
say nothing
Companies like
about
Ubisoft
it?
have a president,
Wouldn't
a board of directors,
propaganda need
and these
to
are the
be
guys who
spread
just care about the
through
money,
them
basically.
talking positively
Below this line
about?
right here, you have all the creatives. Usually the person in charge of the creative work is the studio head, game director, somebody like that, and it's usually a whole group of people. Then below the studio heads, you have the 500 or 1,000 people who work at the company. When stuff goes bad and you have a game like Concord that fails, homo leftists like Bellular always blame the president. It's the billionaires, they screech. But after talking to a ton of people in the AAA industry the past few months, I've come to learn this. Billionaires have no idea what kind of game their game company is making. Billionaires don't really care what kind.
Wait, what? Billionaires? Are you trying? Wait, you do realize that the chain of command, if something fails, obviously the head of the company is going to take the fall for that. Bobby Kotick was instrumental in building Activision to what it is. The head of any sort of organization is naturally going to get shit for it. Doesn't matter if they're a billionaire or not. Here's an example. Hello Games. Sean Murray was going, oh, it's got all this shit. You can land on ring planets and fucking asteroids and shit. Wasn't a multimillionaire, wasn't even a billionaire, and got all the shit. All of it for No Man's Sky until they fixed it and now it's a great game. The head is always going to get shit. I think somebody told you that and was just like, yeah, we don't do anything wrong at the top. Of course not.
Of game the creatives are making. Billionaires just want money to be made. So gay communists like Ackman, Bellular, and SkillUp, whenever they talk about the industry, actually want you to be distracted from the real problem, the studio employees themselves. The studio and the people on the bottom are the ones who actually make the game. They are the ones with pronouns in their bio. They're the ones with pride flags in their bio. It's the actual people on the bottom who are making these games trash. All you need to do is get on Twitter to see how true this is. Illustrators.
What? These people can have opinions and shit, like whatever. Who cares? But like, hold on. You're saying all of these people have full creative control. The board of directors has no say whatsoever. They're actually on our side. Do you see the fucking text up here? They're actually on our side? No way he actually wrote that. He actually wrote they're on our side. This dude is a grifting dipshit.
Actual people on the bottom who
I don't care if they have pronouns in bio. It's if they have full creative control and then force shit in for no reason. This is ridiculous. This argumentation is ass.
are making these games.
Warner Brothers told Rocksteady to make Suicide Squad live service.
Thank you, all duffed up. There's a great example. Rocksteady was forced out of their comfort zone and forced in things that they didn't want. Rocksteady did that at the behest of Warner Brothers when they are good at making single player narrative driven focused games. And they got forced into a live service model. So you're telling me the corporate heads have no sway whatsoever? Come on, Bubba. Come on.
Games trash. All you need to do is get on Twitter to see how true this is. Illustrators, designers, people like Kim Belair. Like I said, they're always gay Satanists, and everybody in the creative...
Gay Satanists? Be gay, hail Satan. How does this guy have 100,000 subs? How? In what fucking world can a complete asinine dipshit like this have 100,000 subs? It's actually mind-boggling to me. He just... This dude is like running old 2015 talking points. It's great.
Department at a video game company has pronouns and gay flags in their bio. The wild thing that's happening in the video game industry right now is the chickens are coming home to fucking roost. Billionaire investors for 20 years used to be able to invest money in Ubisoft and get a return on that money. But Ubisoft has been a complete shit show this year, and investors are going to start wondering why their $1 billion didn't turn into $2 billion this year.
Ubisoft's been shit for like ever. What are you talking about? It's been dog shit for years. Dude, I don't know if you're all big Ubisoft fans in my goddamn chat. I'm just going to tell you right now, you're wrong. If you love Ubisoft, you are retarded.
Satanic communists. I'll accept one, but I won't accept all three.
You're actually fucking brain dead if you liked anything that Ubisoft's been putting out in the past 7 years. You're a dipshit. It's been dead for years. Dead for years. People make jokes about Ubisoft being shit for almost like 7 years now.
And this is honestly the sea change that I'm hoping for. This is what we are all praying happens. I want the billionaires to come in and...
Oh, some guy named Trevor. You are my favorite chatter in the world. I agree with you. Ubisoft sucked after Black Flag. Ubisoft sucked dick after Black Flag. Mass Effect Andromeda is Pearl Gaming, bruh. Don't get me started on Mass Effect Andromeda. That was the biggest letdown of my life. I'm still angry about it, and it's been forever.
Fire all the studio heads and put people in there who can actually make a masculine freaking game for once. Guys, the funny...
Wait, how about no more gay games? Wait, what? Gears of War.
The thing is, the billionaires are on our side. We want games with hot chicks and manly dudes. Those are the games we are buying. Billionaires actually want us to get what we want. The problem is 90% of the people who work at game studios are gay Satanists. The few based studios out there are giving us exactly what we want right now. Asian studios, Czech Republic studios, Eastern European studios. Every other studio out there in the West is chugging the woke homo mind virus and is done.
That's not the main issue. In the West, okay? Let's be like brutally honest here. In the West, we don't really care about our products, okay? Let me just be brutally honest. Anything involving how we operate for entertainment is made the cheapest humanly way possible. It's never good. Look at Hollywood, look at fucking the games industry in the West. It's dog shit. Unless it's like an independent creator or independent things, most things suck in America, okay? The corporations in the United States have been the problem.
Sure if it was said, but Hackman got the debate upload released.
I know, I saw it.
Strike.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to that.
Andypants tried to silence the comments and failed.
But here's the difference, right? Let's use From Software as an example. Japanese studio. From Software's mission is to make sure that they make a tight game. Tight. Doesn't matter how long it takes. They want to work on it and make sure that it is balanced as well as it can be. Okay? Versus American studios or studios like Ubisoft, the big companies, that sit down and go, what's a way we can shit out this game and then patch it later on down the line? Let's get the initial wave of money for pre-orders, then fuck off for about a year and then fix the game later.
Far Cry 6, thumbs down.
Companies need to take a complete directional focus from not trying to shovel shit out and actually focus on polish and making the games fun. Everything else doesn't really matter in the video game industry. You're the only ones that care.
Basically, they might as well close up shop. All right, so in closing, look, honestly, Actman and SkillUp can have whatever political opinion they want. They can be cucks and vote for Kamala this year. I don't care. My whole reason for making this video is to make you aware of the people whose videos you are watching. Anytime you watch an Actman video or a SkillUp video or a Bellular video, just know you are funding
Why is Angry Joe in here? Why is Angry Joe in here?
the current establishment of video games. You are funding the LGBTQ games. You are funding woke games every time you watch Actman, Bellular, and SkillUp. Conversely, every time you watch Endymion, Jay the Concept, Synthetic Man, Short Fat Otaku, or Andypants,
Short Fat Otaku? He hasn't like been fucking as insane as you've been in a long time. Even then it was like still debatable. Synthetic Man? The guy that wants Fuda cock porn in his ass and to get railed by Abby from Last of Us 2? The guy who got mad at a mixed race couple in Fallout and then pulled up divorce statistics among racial couples? We're talking about that guy. We're talking about that guy.
we are going against
You just made my day with that.
the woke agenda. And
He what, excuse me? Oh, there is so much to learn about Synthetic Man, chat. That dude is a lolcow budding, waiting to happen. I know a lot of people like him in certain communities, but that dude is going to be the ultimate lolcow. Give it another year or two. I swear to God.
the woke mind virus.
I'm putting a clock on Synthetic Man's life. He's got maybe a year and a half left.
Oh, guys, by the way, before I get out of here, please go buy this game, The Great Rebellion, right now. I've been playing it. It's basically a game that makes fun of woke people. It's a very anti-woke game, and it's the only game of its kind that I've ever played. And the gameplay is pretty fun, too. It's just like a...
It's anti-woke people. How sad are you that you have to, like, find a game like that? Like, guys, you know, this game... I didn't really talk about the gameplay that much. It's anti-woke people. Like, it's anti-woke people, so game good. game is good. All right, so he's gonna shill a bunch of games. All right, I don't want to watch the rest of this. I can't get over this. I can't. This is the funniest one. I fucking love that. I can't get over it. It's too funny. It's literally the funniest thing I've seen all day. I can't. Fucking synthetic man, dude. Okay. We need to talk. All right. We need to have like a very brief discussion here. Now, we aren't fans of Alec Gunter on this channel, obviously. We have milked that man dry. Okay? We've milked him dry. There's not a lot of Alec Gunter content to work with. But just like Tipster, I'm about to give Alec Gunter a W here, and you're all going to hate me for it. This guy ran from a debate with Alec Gunter, the man who is, in my opinion, looks like one of the most insane leftists that you can get an easy dunk on in your entire life. And he ran from Alec. Again, we are talking about a guy that you could get a dunk on with your fucking eyes closed. And you ran away from a Vosh orbiter. A guy who lied about card postings. What are you doing? I need the crossover. Andy, I'm trying to hype you up here after I've just eviscerated you because of how stupid you are. I'm going to hype you up a little bit. Debate Alec Gunter. I need the content. Please, just debate him. Debate him. Do it. I think it would go great for both of you. There is no downside to be honest, you'd probably win against Alec. But like, come on, buddy. Come on. Just do it for me. Debate Alec Gunter and Tipster. Both on the same live stream. 2v1, you'll win easily. Just great. I love it. You can do it, Andy. We believe in you. You can beat Alec Gunter. Okay. We need to talk about this video now. Now that you have a taste of Andy and what caused his drama. This video was posted 3 weeks before that video that we just watched. Andypants Gaming is a liar, and I can prove it. Now, I had no idea about who Andy was, and this video is a pretty good deconstruction of Andy's bullshit. So we're going to watch as much as we can, and then boom, we're going to do the update after that. So you understand this. This is going to be fun.
So there's this thing you see on YouTube a lot now, and it's called grifting, and you see people like Luke Stevens and Asmongold doing it a lot, and it just basically means these people have no integrity whatsoever. And it basically means you just regurgitate whatever the popular opinion to have right now is. You have no
Kind of ironic to hear him say that after he made a whole video about how the popular opinion is now his opinion and that he is making videos for said opinion. Very interesting. Interesting way to start off. You know, we just watched a video with him saying, well, the popular opinion's going in my direction. Interesting that this was uploaded 3 weeks before he uploaded that video. Literally got a W against Young Defiant. Like, how can you embarrass yourself this badly? Like, Alec isn't that hard to take down. No, Alec is an idiot. A fucking wet paper bag with a dead dog in it could beat Alec.
integrity, and you will just regurgitate whatever people want to hear.
Hey, hi, how you doing? My name is Ryan. Welcome to my video. Now, my time is precious, and so is yours, so let's not waste any of it. Let me present to you the smoking gun, Exhibit A, my primary piece of evidence for why the YouTuber Andypants Gaming is, in fact, lying to you.
Number 14, Deathloop. Deathloop was my game of the year 2021, and I'm not sorry about it. Halo Infinite is probably my number 2 game for that year, so this game was right up my alley, and I enjoyed every second of it.
That clip you just saw and heard came from the video 22 Underrated Games, uploaded by Andypants Gaming on June 7th of 2024, almost exactly 1 month before he uploaded his now infamous video, Who Killed Masculinity in Video Games, uploaded on July 9th of 2024. Now, for those of you who watched this video, liked this video, agreed with this video, shared this video around, some of you, after witnessing that clip I just showed you, had a light bulb go off in your head. You made the connections, put 2 and 2 together, and might have come to the conclusion that we've been tricked, we've been backstabbed, and we've been quite possibly bamboozled. However, there are others watching this who might still be confused and not.
I am confused. The Gamertron show. How could Andy have backstabbed his new community and the people that support him? How could he have done that?
Get what's going on here. If that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, well then, allow me to take you for a ride. This is the story and exposing of Andypants
I'm just so
the man who
curious.
tricked hundreds of thousands of conservative Christian gamers into believing that he was one of them. Spoilers, he's not.
Okay.
So, like many of you, Andy's Who Killed Masculinity in Video Games video popped up in my YouTube feed. The YouTube algorithm was pushing this video hard. It was everywhere. And when streamer Asmongold made a reaction video to it, well, you bloody well couldn't escape this video. It was popping off on social media everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. But we'll get back to that much later on in this video. Now, as a proponent of debate and discourse, I personally find it important to hear out a variety of opinions from people across the political spectrum. I'm an advocate for the truth, facts, objectivity, but I also quite enjoy sharing subjective opinions. So with YouTube non-stop promoting and advertising this video to me, I decided, fuck it, let's give it a watch and see what the arguments are. I mean, the premise of the video is already deeply flawed and presents an uphill battle for the creator, as the premise of Who Killed Masculinity in Video Games doesn't really hold up well when one of the most anticipated video games of 2024 and one of the most pre-ordered and wishlisted games on Steam is Space Marine 2, coupled
Which is based. It's such a good game.
that with one of the most anticipated video games of 2025, and again, one of the most wishlisted games on Steam being Doom the Dark Ages. Again, the narrative presented in this video doesn't hold up well to scrutiny. But alas, as I started watching the video and continued to watch it, something was bugging me throughout. The presentation, the tone, the choice of words. It didn't feel natural. And to top it all off, the voice, that voice, it was so familiar, like I had heard it before. So I decided to click on Andy's channel and check it out, and lo and behold, I had seen some of this guy's older videos before. I'd seen his open world games video. I'd seen his immersive Sims video. Now, in all honesty, I wasn't really a fan of his open world games video, but his immersive Sims video was genuinely really good. It was well made, and he was clearly passionate about the topic. The video was also
Now, guys, you're saying to yourself, Chris, you're not really saying that much. You're not really saying that much, Chris. Where's this channel gonna take us? Oh, chat, you're gonna get some whiplash.
apolitical to boot. But now, something else started to bug me as I was viewing Andy's video catalog. Because I had checked out his YouTube channel a couple months ago, and I could have sworn there were more videos here. I felt like I was going crazy, so I decided to dig a bit deeper and do some research, because I was curious now. I started browsing through Andy's community posts to see if I could find anything, and would you look at that? I wasn't crazy. He had privated a bunch of his older videos. The exact number I can't say, but it's quite a few. Just to further confirm, I decided to put Andy's YouTube channel in the Wayback Machine. And there we have it, further proof. A Red Faction video, a Why Video Games Aren't Fun Anymore video, and a Dying Light video. But as I'm sure you'll notice, those older videos that he privated don't have as many views as some of his other videos. Keep that in mind for later. I also found out that Andy is a big fan and defender for the Ubisoft game Skull and Bones. Andy
See, now that's not the whiplash, okay? I am gonna pause here because I cannot believe that there is a human being in the world that likes Skull and Bones. I can't believe that. I don't believe there are real human beings that like Skull and Bones. Chat, how many of you have played Skull and Bones? How many of you have played Skull and Bones? Because I have. That was the first quadruple A game. That game is single-handedly the worst piece of fucking garbage Ubisoft has had the unfortunate pleasure to shit out onto your screens. That game is trash. I do not trust anybody that likes this game. Okay? Keep waiting. I'm sorry, I had to rant a little bit about Skull and Bones. If you're a fan of Skull and Bones, your mother should have beat you harder as a child.
apparently really likes the game, and really isn't fond of the fact that a lot of people hate this game. Isn't that fascinating? My research continued. I started watching Andy's older videos, and video after video that I watched, I couldn't help but notice the multitude of contradictions made in his older videos when compared to his more recent ones. In particular, the one
Skull Bones gets skull fucked by Lethal Company and Helldivers? Yes!
after the Who Killed Masculinity video. In his most recent videos over the past month or so, Andy has presented himself as a national... After the Who Killed Masculinity video. In his most recent videos over the past month or so, Andy has...
I want to read this Discord real quick. Quick poll of the community. Just wanted to see where everyone stands on this. Homosexuality, morally wrong. Not morally wrong. I just don't want it in my games. Morally awesome. Yo. What's the next one? But where's the next one? I religiously identify as Catholic Christian, non-Catholic Christian, non-religious, atheist, don't care. Now listen, I just think it's funny, okay? I don't care about any of this. I just think it's really funny that in a Discord, in announcements, you're asking your Discord community to poll this shit. It's just funny to me.
has presented himself as a nationalist Christian conservative
Oh my god, stop. He did a poll of what political party do you affiliate with.
who is hardcore anti-gay, anti-Jewish,
I politically am liberal, conservative, and neither.
and anti-anything left-leaning and woke. He also encourages people to actively boycott games that he doesn't like or isn't interested in.
That's okay.
I'm just done with these games. If you want my 100%,
Anything involving, like, fucking, what was it? Sweet Baby Inc. Yeah, I don't really care.
real thoughts on this.
If the games are shit, don't play the games.
I just think the entire video game industry has gone woke and gay, and almost nothing they are making appeals to me in any way anymore. Game developers need to stop putting gay stuff in games, and they need to fire every liberal white woman if they want us to ever buy a game again. The LGBTQ crowd are...
You do realize that, like, liberal people are not just white, right? Like, is that something I need to say? Do I have to repeat that, chat? Do I have to repeat that not all liberals are white women? Do I have to say that?
Satanic devil worshippers, so of course they have witches in their game. No Giga Chad would actually play this slop. We're just gonna stop playing this trash. We're gonna go buy old games, buy old edgy games, and stop playing any modern video game because they're
That's fine. I have no issue with this. It's what's later you're gonna have an issue with.
trash. If you see something modern with a homo flag in it, delete it and uninstall it. Don't play Call of Duty. Don't play Overwatch. Don't play Apex. Don't play Fortnite.
What's the problem with? Is there a gay problem in Call of Duty? Is there a gay problem in Call of Duty now? I had no idea.
Support Russian and Eastern European games.
Support Russian games, yo.
I'm here to give you your satanic Mr. Beast paycheck. Keep on shilling for us.
Thank you, Freedom. I appreciate this gay satanic Mr. Beast paycheck.
Play Ready or Not. Play Tarkov. Play Stalker and Stalker 2. Look, I'm American and I love America, and I hate that I have to recommend games from the East right now, but I do. Russian, Chinese, Japanese games still have some...
Russian's Beast. I wasn't expecting that.
semblance of morality and normal masculinity in them. Meanwhile, anything made in Homo Sweden or Homo Germany or Homo England or Homo America is going to be gay and woke. You know, if video games were proportionate to the presence of these people as gamers and in society, that makes sense. If 3% of the population is LGBT, then 3% of the video games should be LGBT. If 14% of the population is black, then 14% of the video games should be black. And like, I'm seriously going to get kicked.
Like, who gives a shit, bro? Like, who cares? Like, if a company wants a black character as its lead character and they write it well, why does that matter? I'm serious. Why do I have to care about that? Not every game is like that. See, this is the argument that they're making, right? It's like every game has the gay agenda. Every game is anti-white people. That's not remotely true. There are hundreds and hundreds and thousands of games that constantly hit the Steam store. Hundreds of thousands of developers that are making multiple different kinds of games.
Here's some Russian money I stole from Tim Pool.
I don't think you guys get it. It's not all of them. And their argument is that it's every single game. It is not. By literal real life, like in reality, not every game is gay, anti-white, and replacing white people. Not every game. This is the argument he's making.
Nicki Minaj and Skeletor, TM, being in COD was pretty gay. Especially paying money for
Off of YouTube. If I
Nicki Minaj and Skeletor TM being in COD is pretty gay. Is Nicki Minaj gay? Like, actually. No, I'm pretty sure she's a straight woman. Skeletor? How can you hate Skeletor from He-Man, bro?
say who it is, like, I don't even need to say them. Y'all know the group that is behind this. I don't even need to say them out loud.
Oh my, those are some strong positions.
Know the group that is behind this. I don't even need to say them out loud.
He just Jewish questioned. He just Jewish questioned video games. No way. He just Jewish questioned video games.
Oh my, those are some strong positions you hold there, Andy. Except you don't actually hold those positions, do you? Because in your older videos from just a few months ago, you said all of this.
Here comes.
Really went there, holy shit.
He did. Here's the whiplash. Here's the whiplash coming, guys. Get ready.
Except you don't actually hold those positions, do you? Because in your older videos from just a few months ago, you said all of this.
Now, guys, just first off, I have no interest in a political debate. I don't want to get political about this because I honestly don't care. And no offense to you if you do like Gears 4 and 5, I just feel like they do not represent the core brand identity that we see in the original Gears trilogy. Training your average person to play games a certain way, we have to consider these biases when introducing our friends to the immersive sim genre. I find it kind of fun to be an evangelist for immersive sims. We can all do a better job of explaining to newcomers the genre, how these games work, and how you really have to shed all your AAA expectations in order to play them correctly. Also, if you like immersive sims, consider supporting indie immersive sim projects. Eldritch, Cruelty Squad, Consortium, Gloomwood, and Weird West. So just to sum things up, I don't ever expect immersive sims to be popular. AAA games of the past 20 years have pretty much ruined people's ability to come to these games in a neutral manner. But those of us who do love these games can keep on appreciating them as much as we do, and nobody can take that from us. Number 19, Watch Dogs 2. If you only play one Watch Dogs game, please play Watch Dogs 2. In Watch Dogs 1, the gameplay was fine, the story was too linear, and it hasn't aged well. Similarly, in Watch Dogs Legion, the story is super boring and the gameplay wasn't very compelling for me either. Watch Dogs 2 has become a game that I fire up for a little while every single summer, just because it's light, it has great game.
Now, chat, you're sitting there going, Chris, why does this matter? If you haven't caught on yet, why does this matter? I want you to rewind to the most recent video we just watched of him, where he says all these people that only cover gameplay aspects are woke and bad. Ooh, and some of these games that he's talking about, other creators in his space were saying these are woke, cash grab pieces of garbage. Huh. He sounds reasonable, you know? But he said what he's doing a few months ago really changed his position on that.
Play, and it has an amazing setting. Number 14, Deathloop. Deathloop was my game of the year 2021, and I'm not sorry about it. Halo Infinite is probably my number 2 game for that year. Despite it being kind of a one-and-done game, the whole premise of Deathloop is amazing, and the way you uncover the game's central mystery is very satisfying. The combat is fun, the abilities are fun, the game...
It's just interesting, right? This game was called Woke. This game was called Woke because there was a female character in the game. I remember that. He didn't bring it up once here. Remember how he said it was so important for people to care about race and all that shit? It's almost like he had a 2 million view video and is now placating and grifting to an audience that he actually doesn't believe in the shit he's talking about and doing it for a bag. Are you starting to see the pattern of behavior that we're going to be dealing with very shortly?
Game is in a retro future, and it has a lot of immersive sim DNA. So this game was right up my alley, and I enjoyed every second of it. So the most important thing to understand about Rage 2...
Russia is based? Why? Okay. Live in a society. Bottom text.
is this game is primarily just a fun game. It's not going to end up on any critics' must-play games of the year. It certainly is not going to win a Game of the Year award, but the game was very fun. Just to give you a point of reference here, I was recently playing Doom 2016, and I know that game is critically acclaimed, but I put the game down several times. However, Rage 2 I could not put down. I couldn't put the controller down when I was playing it. So I think that's...
He put Doom down? Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just a terrible take. That's just a terrible take. I'm sorry. You thought Doom was not as good as... Stop. That's just an L take. That's not even like a DEI super grifty take. That is just, as a gamer, I am offended. Like, Rage 2? Rage? Who likes Rage 2? I have never met a person in my life come up to me and go, Rage 2 was the best game ever. I had to stop playing Doom to play Rage. No. I'm way too old. I have met a lot of people in my life. I've played a lot of games in my life. I've met a lot of gamers in my life. I have never once heard the words Rage 2 made me put down the controller while playing Doom. It's not a real thing. It's just not a real thing. I refuse to believe he said that.
That's something.
Well, golly gee whiz, those are some pretty blatant contradictions and flip-flopping going on there, and...
But isn't that kind of crazy that he was like, we need stronger masculine men in games and all this gay shit, but he's playing Doom. Fucking L. What do you mean? Rage 2 is not as good as Doom, Gara. Don't start with me.
So in which videos are you actually expressing your honest opinions and positions? I would like to remind you all that his 22 underrated games video is only 1 month apart from his Who Killed Masculinity in Video Games video, and somehow...
You see what's happening here? You see what's happening here? There was a switch up somewhere here. Then there's this video. 20, 42, 30, 111. Then you go, after he sees the success of this one, makes a video about gaming masculinity. Intriguing. It's almost like he saw the success of starting to go to one side rather than being objective, and saw the dollar signs and the money and the clout and went with that.
In the span of a month, Andy went from
Deathloop was my game of the year 2021, and I'm not
Wait, Andy and Synthetic are friends. Surprised, not shocked.
sorry about it. Halo Infinite is probably my number 2 game for that year.
to
And white liberal women have no interest in masculine, manly, male characters. They wouldn't even know how to write one if they tried.
so is
Wait, what did he say? He liked Halo Infinite?
Andy went from
Deathloop was my game of the year 2021, and male characters. Halo Infinite is probably my number 2 game for that year.
to
And white liberal women have no interest in masculine, manly, male characters.
These videos are less than almost a month apart, man. These videos are almost a month apart. I told you, you're gonna get some whiplash. You're gonna get some whiplash.
They wouldn't even know how to write one if they tried.
So is Halo Infinite your second favorite game of 2021, or is it a bad game? Which one is it, Andy? Also, for someone who says,
You know, if video games were proportionate to the presence of these people as gamers and in society, that makes sense. If 3% of the population is LGBT, then 3% of the video games should be LGBT. If 14% of the population is black, then 14% of the video games should be black.
it's really fucking weird
You know, I'm very good at seeing patterns, chat.
that you said this just a few months before.
The autism really kicks in when I find something I'm interested in.
Number 14, Deathloop. Deathloop was my game of the year 2021, and I'm not sorry about it. Halo Infinite is probably my number 2 game for that year, so this game was right up my alley, and I enjoyed every second of it.
So you believe that there should be less black and gay people in video games, but your favorite video game of 2021 was Deathloop, a game filled with black and gay characters. Ladies and gentlemen, I must ask, are you starting to catch on? You see, the Andy, who Andy presents himself as, post his What Makes Something Woke video, is not the same Andy who posted his very first video on January 31st of 2024, where he just gushed about how much he loved Ghost Recon.
Chris, I want to point out Andy wants people to think it took a year for him to switch opinions. I know. His defense, and I shit you not, he's trying to say it was a year ago that I've made these changes and I grew and learned as a person. The switch up in content and what was successful that triggered his little rat brain is showing a way lesser time frame. So which is it, Andy? Is it a whole year it took you to come to your senses, in your words? Or was it not? Or was it when you saw the dollar signs and the numbers going up? Is that when it happened, Andy? I feel like that's when it really happened. When you smelled the clout, when you smelled the views, when you smelled the admiration of people wanting to watch you. Was it that? Was it that?
Andy is not the hardcore Christian conservative, nationalist, anti-gay, anti-Jewish, anti-woke character that he portrays himself as. It's just that. A character. He's putting on a show. Andy is grifting. And I'm not using that in a derogatory internet buzzword sort of way. I mean the dictionary definition of grifting. Engaging in swindling. He is tricked.
And normally saying someone's grifting for money is gay, but this is an egregious amount of grift. This is at least it took Sneeko a long time to start grifting. This dude did it in the span of like 2 to 3 months. How is Sneeko better at this than you?
Thousands of Christian conservative gamers into believing that he's one of them. Consider this. If Andy held such strong belief.
I mean, Gokudar would beg to differ. Didn't he? So wasn't Sneeko's whole actual build-up and how he switched up? Didn't that happen over a period of like a few months? Like he was super like understanding of everything and tried to be big brain fucking meme moments. And then when he got involved with like Andrew Tate and saw the shifting tide of YouTube, he flipped to the other one, right?
Beliefs about politics, religion.
This dude did it in a month. Unless Sneeko somehow has this guy beat by a month, I will be shocked.
And homosexuality, why did none of this come up in his earlier videos? Why did he only start engaging in these topics? After his When Did Video Games Become Soft video became his most popular video with the most views on his channel. The same video, mind you, where he said this.
Now, guys, just first off, I have no interest in a political debate. I don't want to get political about this because I honestly don't care.
After that, boom, boom, back to back. And then, after his masculinity video blew up, boom, 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 4 videos about gay people back to back. Gee, for someone who says he really doesn't like gay people, he sure as hell can't stop talking and thinking about them. Gee,
See, I wouldn't frame it like that. Right? He says he doesn't want to be political. This is my like little critique of this video. You already got him on flip-flopping and recognizing that the super anti-gay and whatever shit on YouTube is way more profitable for him, right? Like you already got him on the grifting angle. The whole he hates gay people but he can't stop talking about them angle, I feel like kind of like a missed shot a little bit. Because you could have hammered on the fact that it's like, dude, he noticed this and just switched up. He just switched up for the views, you know? If you just stuck on that, it'd be a little bit tighter.
I wonder if this is a subject he's actually passionate about, or if he's just trying to capitalize off of a certain video of his that started to blow up on YouTube towards a certain demographic of people. Ladies and gentlemen, especially the Christian conservatives among you watching, I ask you, what is the more likely logical scenario here? That Andy, somehow, had a radical change in his opinions, perspectives, and viewpoints in the span of a month? Or that Andy is now trying to capitalize and chase after the white, straight, Christian conservative gamer demographic for YouTube views, ad revenue, and clout?
Question, chat. I have a question. One's in the chat if you think Andy just got excited seeing very, very high viewership, or do you actually... Two is in the chat if you believe Andy had a real come-to-Jesus moment about his life and started seeing DEI everywhere. I'm just curious. I want to kind of like pull what you guys think from the chat here. We have over 400 people here for the last time I checked. I'm curious what the 400 people in this chat think from what we've been watching so far. I don't believe that this is normal. I don't think he came to a come to Jesus moment within a month. I don't think that's possible.
Let's be honest with each other. What is the more likely scenario here? But perhaps you're not convinced yet. All right, more evidence. Let's tackle some more of Andy's contradictions, starting with his love for Ubisoft's game Skull and Bones. Here's a meme making fun of Skull and Bones haters. Here's another one. Here's a post of him defending the game. Here he writes, 56 hours into Skull and Bones and just getting started. Shrug.
How do you do 56 hours of Skull and Bones? I can't get over that.
Weird, everybody told me it was a bad game, quote unquote, though. And the piece de resistance, one of the videos he privated. Another video to make the Skull and Bone haters mad. So obviously, Andy is really passionate about and really likes...
I swear to God, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking, chat. I'm not kidding, okay? If this dude has a video praising The Last of Us 2, it's over. It's over.
Skull and Bones.
He's gonna get eaten alive by his audience.
Even though this is a game with black and gay pirates in it. Anyways, let's take a look at Andy's Twitter and see what he said about the game recently. Oh, man, Ubisoft really having the worst year ever. Skull and...
Whoa! What are the timestamps of that community post?
Andy's really passionate about and really likes Skull and Bones.
I forgot that. Wow, I didn't watch this far.
Even though this is a game with black and gay pirates in it. Anyways, let's take a look at Andy's Twitter and see what he said about the game recently. Oh.
5 months ago. That switch up was fast, right? Defending Skull and Bones, loving Skull and Bones. I love the 56 hours I've put into this fucking garbage game. Now that he's seeing the viewership of hating Ubisoft. Skull and Bones was a flop. I hated that game.
Man, Ubisoft really having the worst year ever. Skull and Bones, flop. Skull and Bones is a flop now, is it, Andy? Funny, you weren't saying that a few months ago. As a matter of fact, you were pretty upset that people were saying that Skull and Bones was a flop months ago. And now here you are saying that. That's
another video to make the Skull and Bones haters mad!
so funny. It's almost like one of the posts you made were you expressing your honest opinions, and the other is you playing a character to appease a certain demographic of people who have a specific opinion on that game. Oh, Andy. That's...
No way. Check Nate Shot's account for a check from Ubisoft. Everyone in the gaming community wants games to fail. It's very bizarre. Nate Shot calls out gaming fans for negativity of new games.
It's really funny.
No way.
You think creator Nate Shot is a shill for Ubisoft? Well, what do you have to say about your old YouTube community posts about Skull and Bones? Should we be looking in your account for a check from Ubisoft now? Gee, guys, I wonder if Andy's being genuine. Up next, let's have a listen to something Andy said in his Why Are Video Games So Gay Now video.
The LGBTQ crowd are satanic devil worshippers, so of course they have witches in their game. No Giga Chad would actually play this slop.
Huh, that's real fucking funny, Andy. So does that mean all the Christian...
Have witches in their game. No Giga Chad would actually play this slop.
Huh, that's real fucking funny, Andy. So does that mean all the Christian conservatives who purchased and played Hogwarts Legacy in order to own the libs and the trans activists, are they all sinners and heretics now? Did they forsake Jesus Christ? Since Hogwarts Legacy is a game about playing as wizards and witches, it must be satanic, correct, by the standards you have presented here. But if...
Oh no.
Witches being in a video game make it satanic and gay, then I guess that means a hell of a lot of Christian conservative gamers are in support of that. Oh no. Oh, and speaking of Satanism, I'm going to assume you're going to uphold...
Oh no, there is no way. I forgot. I didn't think about that argumentation line. This guy made a good argument. He's like, well, you know, Andy was saying that obviously there are gay witches. You know, there are gay witches. So that means, of course, gay people are going to put witches in their game. One of the biggest dramas in gaming in a long-ass time was the Hogwarts Legacy debacle where everyone was being called transphobic for even playing the game. A lot of conservative people bought the game to own the liberals. It's a game about witches and wizards.
To the standard you have presented and not be a flip-flopping bitch. Because if witches being in video games are satanic, then actual demons being in a video game are satanic, right? Which means all of the Doom games are satanic. And since Satanism is wrong and immoral and impure, then a real Christian conservative Giga Chad gamer wouldn't play the Doom games, right? They would be wholly opposed to them. Yourself included?
Just to give you a point of reference here, I was recently playing Doom 2016, and I know that game is critically acclaimed, but I put the game down several times.
No way. Stop. No, now we're getting into the second channel. No, the demons are the bad guys in the game, but Andy's position is like, don't play anything that has anything involving like gay people or anti-Christian stuff. And yeah, he's killing the demons, but a Christian conservative fucking white woman would sit down and be like, there are demons in here. There are demons. It's promoting demons, you know? Now we're getting to the second channel.
I think it's an absolute travesty that Doom 2016 did not get higher ratings on some websites. Doom 2016 is one of the best pure shooters I've played in a really long time. It's just an incredible game.
What kind of Christian are you?
Just to recap, Andy thinks playing as a criminal in GTA is okay. He thinks playing as a pirate in Skull and Bones is okay. He's stated in multiple videos that he wants games to be edgy and offensive.
Why can't you just be happy with the safe, watered-down schlock that's made in 2024? And I would ask in response, why do you care what I do in my free time? I enjoy being able to do whatever the hell I want in a game, and it's clear millions and millions of other people feel the same way.
But
But Andy, you have a problem with gay people in games? You know, you just not care. Like you said right there, you could just not give a shit, but okay.
witches in video games is where Andy draws the
By
line.
killing demons as brutally as possible basically makes Doom the most Christian game. I agree with you. But super religious people, if there is any hint of demons or anti-Christian shit, they're not going to play it. Doom, when it released, the first ever Doom, the conservative Christians were like, holy shit, this game is promoting Satanism even though you're killing demons. You know? That's the argument. Wait, I thought he didn't like Doom? Yeah! Crazy, right, Shinji? Crazy! Crazy! I thought he didn't like Doom. But Doom needs to be higher up on the best tier of video game possible in 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you, what is the more likely scenario that Andy wholeheartedly believes?
Demons are new Doom game aren't demons, they are aliens. Angels and aliens. God is a robot. It's not a Christian anymore. No, I get that. But the initial idea is that you're killing demons. When you get a religious person to hear the words demons, the crazy ones are going to be like, ugh, it's terrible. That's my argument.
In all of his recent tweets and all the things he's saying in his recent videos, or that he's tweeting, posting, and saying things that he thinks will appeal to the audience demographic he is now trying to garner and appease. Hello, this is Ryan from the future with breaking news. This wasn't originally part of the script, but after I let some friends know I was working on this project, they decided to do a bit more research into Andy and uncovered crucial new damning evidence that Andy is a two-faced lying son of a bitch. As it turns out, Andypants Gaming is only Andrew's second newest YouTube channel. His first original YouTube channel is Andy Xbox. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Andy is an unironic Xbox console war fanboy.
Look at this one. Look at this one. Is PlayStation finished? Xbox Helldivers 2 dominating news outlets.
And guess what?
Is he going to talk about Senua's Sacrifice 2? Is he going to talk about Hellblade 2? Is that what's happening? Are we about to get into that?
We found even more contradictions, hypocrisy, and lies from Andy. Let's go.
It's actually pretty good. Is Skull and Bones worth playing? Is it good?
Over some of the highlights. Andy Xbox, 1
I am super religious. None of this is demonic. Fair. But there are people that would think that way. Wait, what is this? I played Redfall the entire way through and enjoyed the game. Oh my god. This man should never be allowed near a video game console in his life. No. He should never review video games. No. No, 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 no. Minxie has just had a heart attack hearing the words that somebody liked Redfall. She's probably gonna lose her shit after hearing that. Oh my god.
year ago.
Meanwhile, God of War Ragnarok, I got bored after 8 hours. Most viewers have dogpiled on this game for clicks.
When Redfall originally came out, I played Redfall the entire way through and enjoyed the game. Meanwhile, God of War Ragnarok, I got bored after 8 hours.
That's someone else's video, he's just glazing it? Yo, I know he's glazing it, but he's also glazing the game Redfall!
Most reviewers have dogpiled on this game for clicks. You enjoyed Redfall, did you, Andy? The modern, woke video game that has black and gay characters in it. Here
Said that to Frit as well. I don't think he knows. I don't really talk. I talked to Frit like very briefly. I'll still send it over after.
he is glazing Hellblade 2 and calling it our game. I want you all to keep in mind that several liberal white women worked on this game, but here's a real beauty. Here's a real fucking beaut. There's nothing more woke than the Gay Station 5. Some of the game, but here's a real beauty too, and call.
our game is ready to be called the best looking game of the generation. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy VII has pop-in textures. Not too late, jump ship, boys.
It's our game. I want you all to keep in mind that several liberal white women worked on this game, but here's a real beauty.
There's nothing more woke than the Gay Station 5.
Here's a real fucking beaut. There's nothing more woke than the Gay Station 5. Some of the commenters in his comment section pointed out how Xbox also associates themselves with Sweet Baby Inc. James Walter III.
Oh, I'm so now we're getting to the Sweet Baby Inc. I want to. Okay, Andy, this is an easy well, you already put yourself in a corner. I want to see how you do the layup here. Let's read these out. Xbox also uses Sweet Baby. Not exactly their studio. Xbox Game Studio uses it. Bethesda, Activision, Rare don't. So Xbox uses Sweet Baby. You literally just said their studio uses it. Lol. Sony uses them way more. Oh God, I love the Xbox PC hate people. I love these channels because they're just so. They're so hypocritical. They flip-flop on shit all the time, and they cope about dumb shit. Yeah, it's literally whataboutism. It's just great. That's relevant, as you were bashing them for using it in the first place. Not to mention Microsoft is a very woke company. I don't think there's anything wrong with this personally, but you can't bash a company for something and then praise another company that's literally doing the same thing. Lol. Anything Microsoft does is woke. I will not support. Now cope with your dead gay station.
Writes 5 months ago, mind you, Xbox also uses Sweet Baby. Andy's response? Sony uses them way more. Oh,
I love that.
Cope.
I love it.
But it gets even better. That dude, 659, writes, Sweet Baby Inc. is in all the news when there has been so many anti-black publishers, owners, etc., etc. But I don't hear y'all report on a single one. And Andy replies, and I kid you fucking not, this is just 5 months ago. I love black people in games. I don't support woke tokenism, though. There's a difference. And then...
Remember when he said he had a problem with black people and gay people in games? Remember when he had an issue with black people and gay people?
Andy follows up with, I don't see it that way at all. Love black people in video games. You hear that, everyone? Andy loves black people in video games. Kinda strange, though, that literally just a couple months later, he says this.
You know, if video games were proportionate to the presence of these people as gamers and in society, that makes sense. If 3% of the population is LGBT, then 3% of the video games should be LGBT. If 14% of the population is black, then 14% of the video games should be black. But that is not what we're seeing.
So let me get this straight, Andy.
Oh, what is this? Oh, Core, we're down a rabbit hole.
You love black people in video games, but there's too many of them? You are a walking, talking paradox, a living contradiction.
Wait, what is this?
Whether it's major important topics or minor petty ones, you can't keep a consistent answer. My God, you can't even tell the truth about whether or not you like Watch Dogs Legion.
Similarly, in Watch Dogs Legion, the story is super boring and the gameplay wasn't very compelling for me either.
And yet, just a mere few months before you said that, you posted this. Needed a good fall game to play and Watch Dogs Legion is hitting the spot.
Hold on. Excuse me?
Just a mere few months before you said...
Similarly, in Watch Dogs Legion...
Can't keep a consistent answer. My God, you can't even tell the truth about whether or not you like Watch Dogs Legion.
Similarly, in Watch Dogs Legion, the story is super boring and the gameplay wasn't very compelling for me either.
And yet, just a mere few...
Need a good fall game to play Watch Dog Legion is hitting the spot. I thought the gameplay was boring, story sucked, but I love the game.
Months before you said that, you posted this. Needed a good fall game to play and Watch Dogs Legion is hitting the spot. Oh my fucking God, I have seen fish out of water that don't flip-flop as much as you, Andy. But wait, there's more. The worst.
Said this to Leon. I don't think Leon would care.
And best is yet to come. Now, like I said, this is Ryan from the future. This whole bit here about Andy's second channel was not part of the original video, not part of the original script. In the original script, in the very next segment of this video, I'm going to expose Andy for being a fake-ass Christian and expose his whole fake Bible study scam, and I figured that would be the final blow, the
Bible study scam?
climax of the video. But upon investigating the new evidence presented via
Bible study scam? What? Well, I did not expect a Bible study scam to be involved in this drama. Bro, again, allegations, okay? This dude needs to provide evidence now, okay?
the discovery of Andy's second channel, Andy has gifted me the means to nuke his entire career. The following clip from a YouTube short on Andy's second channel, Andy Xbox, provides no room for doubt that Andy is in fact a two-faced lying rat bastard. And I'm going to edit this clip into the beginning of my video just to make the intro hit even harder, and once you get to this portion of the video, you'll get the full context. But without further ado, here's Andy ending his whole career.
So there's this thing you see on YouTube a lot now, and it's called grifting, and you see people like Luke Stevens and Asmongold doing it a lot, and it just basically means these people have no integrity whatsoever. And it basically means you just regurgitate whatever the popular opinion to have right now is. You have no integrity, and you will just regurgitate whatever people want to hear. I love Cyberpunk when it...
The GameTron show, bro, you're goated. You're goated, dude. I love this video. Okay, the gamer. In this video, I just need to know, because you're in chat. All right, dude? This Bible study scam shit. How confident are you in that, what I am going to say is an allegation currently? How confident are you, bro? That's crazy. I couldn't imagine that just also compounding on top of all the other dumb shit. I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm just so curious. I just want to hear it from you. He posted all of his Discord and YouTube community posts. Interesting. All right.
It was a great game then.
All right.
And I love it now because
I'll hear it out.
it's still a great game. But Luke Stevens and Asmongold hated Cyberpunk when it came out, and now they're praising it. And they changed their opinion on this game because they're simply chasing the clicks. They're chasing whatever is popular, and they have zero integrity. Nothing significant in Cyberpunk has changed. And yet these guys' opinion on the game has done a complete 180 in the past 3 years. Why would they do that?
Wait, but that's over 3 years, and the game was built over 3 whole years, and it became actually a fun game to play. Would you call everyone that dogged on No Man's Sky 5-6 years ago grifting because No Man's Sky became better after all the fixes were made? It took them years to do those things. You flipped all of your shit within a month. That's not years. That's not a company proving that they're worth praise after 3 years. You flipped on everything in a month, Andy.
And it's because they're chasing clicks and they're grifters.
No, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes and ears did not deceive you. This was not generated by AI. Andy called Asmongold a grifter with no integrity who flip-flops on their opinions. You can't make this shit up. Ah, yes, Andy, Asmongold, the grifter with no integrity, whom you thought it was pretty wild of them to react to your video. The same Asmongold who helped your masculinity video become your most popular video with the most views, helped it blow up across the internet by reacting to it and sharing it with his audience.
Asmongold is a cancer that he promoted this guy. First, he eats really terrible steaks and puts blood on his walls. Then he accidentally promotes this guy. Like, Asmon, come on.
That very same Asmongold that you called a grifter with no integrity. Gee, I wonder how Asmongold and his fans are going to feel about this when they find out about this. I wonder how they'll react.
Okay, bro.
Oh my god! Andy, you are the worst con man I have ever met on the internet! You didn't just leave a breadcrumb trail for people to follow, you left whole loaves of bread across the road! The trail is completely covered in bread! You're...
It's actually kind of true. And the this channel is just completely right. This dude has left so much around. Like, at least with other channels, they're better at hiding it, or maybe they show a history throughout their content over a long period of time that they're like, you know what, my positions have changed. In Andy's case, it's less than a month. 2 months if I'm being generous. That is a crazy switch up to what he is now. That is a crazy switch up. Wait, the Gamertron show, I do need to ask, bro, if you're still in chat, did he praise at any point anything? Well, because I know he's an Xbox guy, so I doubt he praised The Last of Us. Did he ever make a video criticizing The Last of Us or saying there's anything in like anything anti-woke in The Last of Us? Did he ever make a video like that on his second channel? I'm like curious. I have a bet going.
Fucked, you two-faced, slimy hypocrite! The audacity of you to call other people grifters with no integrity when you are lying about being an anti-woke Christian conservative!
He praised The Last of Us too. I fucking knew it. I knew it! I didn't even watch the rest of this, bro. And I knew it. I called it. The game that has caused, other than Hogwarts, the most amount of political bullshit in gaming. He praised it. I am just as shocked hearing that and confirming that as like when I was told that Synthetic Man likes Fuda cock porn in his ass. I am just as shocked. I'm on like the same level of shocked that I learned that and I was right. I was like, Synthetic Man's kind of gay. And then all I heard is that he wanted to get railed by a hermaphrodite. And I was like, damn, I was right.
oh, I don't play modern games. All modern games are woke and gay. And yet, modern woke games are all you've been playing for the past several fucking years. Woke modern video games are all that you have been promoting and praising. And when Asmongold comes around and helps give you your
Zeno, did you not know that? Oh, I'm spreading that around. Yeah, Synthetic Man was like, yeah, I like food of cock porn. He said it. He said he wanted Abby. I think he said Abby from The Last of Us can rail me or something. He definitely said that. There are clips everywhere. Just go hunting for it. I swear to God, you'll find a channel that has made a video on it. I've talked about it. Does he like Lolly as well? He's argued that Lolly is not that like big of a deal because it's like drawn characters. So, not in a joking way. Nope. Not in a joking way. Not in a joking way. He also said that Lolicon and Shotacon isn't that big of a deal because it's just like drawn, you know, the typical Lolicon pedo argument, you know?
big break, you don't even have the decency to apologize to him about what you said about him. Instead, it's just, Asmongold reacted to my video. Wild. Yeah, Asmongold, that guy you said was a grifter with no integrity. Holy shit. You're finished, Andy. I don't know how you recover from this once certain people get a hold of this. You can try and delete the evidence now, but I've saved it all. I've got downloaded videos and screenshots and eyewitnesses. I hope this was all—
Yep, and then on EFAP, he was upset that that Atreus and the girl in God of War Ragnarok, the teenagers, he was upset that the teenagers didn't fuck. He literally said it's crazy that they aren't, like, breeding together or something. And he's talking about kids! Don't get me started on the Synthetic Man shit. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
all worth it for you, Andy. All worth chasing after that YouTube ad revenue. Anyways, back to Ryan of the Past to finish off the original video. What's that? You're still not convinced yet. Fine. Be that way. Let's go over one of, if not Andy's most egregious lies. Those concerning his faith and his Bible study. At the end of Andy's Why Are Video Games So Gay—
I don't think he's I don't know. I don't want to call. I don't know, Shinji. I'm going to be honest. He just says crazy shit.
now video, he says this.
Also, on the side, I'm thinking of starting a virtual meetup where we literally just study God's word, the Bible, together and reject modernity and talk about what it looks like to be a Christ follower and reject this stuff in our—
Just go watch the EFAP episode on Synthetic Man. Seriously. Go watch the EFAP episode on Synthetic Man, and you'll see the clip I'm talking about.
culture today. So comment Bible down below if you think you might want to be involved in that. Thanks, guys. And it seriously means the world to me that y'all follow this and like this stuff.
Let's begin. First off, before this video, Andy had never brought up his faith before, and yet only after this video, he's suddenly all about it. Funny that, eh? Up next, the most obvious bit, he wants to start a virtual meetup Bible study. We'll get into that in a second, but first—
Wait a minute. He's doing the Melanie Mac grift. Almost like 1-for-1. Doesn't Melanie Mac also do, like, Bible studies in her Discord or, like, on her channel? I'm pretty sure Melanie Mac does that. She has, like, whole videos of doing that. It's not like Wendigoon where he's doing, like, a deep analysis of the Bible. It's Melanie Mac, like, reading it out for people to, like, pay her money to do it. There's, like, a difference, you know?
So in order to put this Bible study together, he wants people to comment Bible down in the comments. Okay, odd that you're making this so difficult and obtuse for people. You could have easily just posted a link to your Discord in the description of your video and made a pinned comment in the comment section, alongside posting your email so people could easily copy-paste it. Instead, you only show the email you want people to email you at concerning Bible study for a single frame near the end of your video. And looking at the viewer retention via the search bar on the video, we can see what are some of the most paused and most replayed—
Here's the thing, I'm going to talk about Space Marines being woke
Chris,
characters.
Did you hear Synthetic Man talk about Space Marine having woke characters?
How?
TW love the content.
JFK Gaming, which you should start making JFK gaming videos. You should start doing that. You should start, like, using an AI voice of JFK and just be a funny fucking channel. That's a great name. But, like, what do you mean there are woke people? What does he mean that there are— Stop. No, don't get me started on the Synthetic Man shit. No, I'm not going to— No, not now. Not now. Not now. We're focused on Andy. I can go on hours of tirades on Synthetic Man.
parts of the video, and we can clearly see that the part of the video where he mentions Bible study and showcases the email address—
But thank you for putting that to my attention, JFK Gaming. I will bring that up eventually.
wants people to contact him concerning Bible study is one of the least viewed, least
You mentioned the race of the characters.
replayed, and least paused portions of the video. And if you go to Andy's About page on his channel, he's promoting an entirely different email address. So what was the plan here exactly, Andy? Because for someone who wanted to start up an online Bible study, you almost went out of your way to make sure the process wasn't streamlined and easy. And how exactly were you going to contact people in the YouTube comments who typed in Bible? YouTube got rid of direct messaging on this platform like almost a decade ago, and if you're just going to reply to their comments by giving them your email address or a link to your Discord, why didn't you just fucking do that in the description of the video or in a pinned comment? Like, are you even trying, Andy? Oh, that's right. You're not. You're playing a character. Silly me. You just want people to type in Bible in the comments to help boost your video in the algorithm. That's right. That's right.
Oh, so you mean scamming the— So they're not paying him money. He said, oh, I'm trying to do a Bible study thing. but he isn't actually doing it. Okay, so when just little bit of criticism, bro. When people hear scam, like YouTube viewers, you know how it works. You got 70K subs. I'm not one to talk, but like within like this sphere, right? Of like the things I've covered in my community and a bunch of the commentary guys, when the word scam gets brought up, it's usually a monetary aspect to it. So, oh wait, there's more. Okay, I'm pause Andying then. Okay, there's more.
Right. Well, since Andy's whole Bible study thing
I'll take it back.
A grift, surely nothing will come of this. What?
I have to eat my words. That whole sentence I was building up to like, I might have to eat my words. The Gamertron show just fucking bodied me, bro. On the pause, Andy.
What the fuck? So, Andy, for some reason, decided to make a YouTube community post and an announcement post on Discord showcasing on a Google Map page all of the supposed people who have signed up and are part of his Bible study. Now, with this picture, it raises a lot of questions. 1. Did Andy just dox a few dozen people with this picture? 2. How did Andy get the addresses of all these supposed people in his Bible study? 3. Did he ask all the people in his Bible study to give him their addresses? 4. If so, why? Why do you need people's addresses for your Bible study? This is supposed to be an online virtual meetup, isn't it? Why would you need people's actual locations and addresses? And my god, no pun intended, there are so many more questions. How was Andy able to get several dozen people to consent to giving him their addresses? And then on top of that, how was Andy able to get those same several dozen people who consented to giving him their addresses to consent to letting him post a Google Maps image on his YouTube community post and on his Discord server? Andy, you expect us all to believe you got several dozen people to consent?
Yeah, rip the people. Okay.
To giving you their addresses, and then you got those same several dozen people to consent to you publicly posting an image of where all these people live on Google Maps to your social media platforms. Oh, but we're not done yet. Let's actually talk about Bible study, shall we? So, devout Christians watching this video right now, let me ask you this. Which of the methods I'm about to present to you would be a more productive means of practicing your faith and promoting to others to do the same? Method 1, encouraging people to join up with a Bible study program at their local church, practicing your faith and talking about your relationship with God amongst your family, friends, and community members, using Bible study to not only strengthen your bonds with God.
I swear to God, if this dude is collecting fucking hand over fist cash doing this shit, I'm gonna lose it.
But with your local Christian community. Or method 2, telling random strangers to join your online virtual meetup Bible study in a video about video games and gay people. Oh, and only promote this Bible study at the very end of the video, not at the start. Make it really obtuse for people to contact you about this. Then proceed to never promote this Bible study again outside of this video. And even though this is an online virtual meetup Bible study, ask all these random strangers that you invited to your online Bible study, ask them for their addresses for some reason that surely isn't nefarious. I ask you, devout Christian, which method seems more productive in the practice of your faith? I can't help but be reminded of a quote from the show Midnight Mass.
No, it was never me. That's the thing about priesthood. It's never supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about God!
Bible study is supposed to be about you and your relationship with God. And Andy is trying to twist that and make it about your relationship with him. I do not believe for a moment that Andy is a devout, faithful Christian. Instead of encouraging his supposed fellow Christians to go out and support their local Christian communities and their local churches, he instead wanted people to join his Discord and give him their email addresses. To all the devout Christians watching this video, surely you must see now.
That is a fair criticism. You are right. Somebody who actually cares about like, the religious community and cares about what they want. That is true. That's like actually true. Yeah, Lyle Convoy does Bible studies in his fucking Discord. He doesn't charge people to do it. He doesn't charge people to fucking do Bible studies. At least Lyle just invites people in, you know? And he actually reads the Bible to these people. I can't even take that away from Lyle, you know? But, like, that is a fact. If you really cared, you do it like Wendigoon does. It goes to your local church and support your local churches, support your community. It is interesting when you see people that are, like, so invested in their religion, but they use it as a clout thing. Now I see where you're coming from with this being a potential scam, unless there's more to it, that he's just using it for clout. I can see that.
Andy is mocking you and mocking your faith. He is using your beliefs to help.
What's the homosexual stuff you're talking about today? Political gaming grifter that copyright struck another channel. And then when he got caught, he responded with, lol, I haven't done this very long. Yeah, I'm new to all of this. When the dude's had a channel since 2017. Liar.
Bolster his online clout. You are a means for him to make money and bolster his ego and nothing more. If you truly value your faith and your relationship...
How did he get the addresses and why did he need them? But, like, are we sure that's what it exactly is? Are we able to actually coordinate that and actually come to a conclusion that actually shows that those are real people? Or is it him just lying about people even going to his Bible study in general? So if he just posted a random map, have you guys been able to like cross-reference that map or do a reverse image search to see if that's randomly like on Google Images somewhere? Could be IP locations. I don't know about that. That's where my brain's going, is that this guy's obviously a grifter. The position is he's a grifter, and he uses his fake religion to do all that shit. That's it. He won't tell. That's amazing. Fuck you, Core. I'm struggling to talk today. But like...
Silence, you fool!
If we can pull a reverse image search of that photo, and we are able to find that photo, that's just him lying. That people give a shit about his Bible studies. Thank God he didn't take anyone's money. I'm happy about that. That would make it 50,000 times worse. This is just pathetic and sad. Pathetic and sad. Andy, you're sad. This is sad, Andy. You're pathetic.
Relationship to God, then go.
I think you'd buy that merch. Yeah, I've been watching Cold Ones for a while, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Literally, I said when I first started my channel, I would love to be on Cold Ones one day.
And support your local churches, not some random gaming YouTuber on the internet. At the bare minimum, your local church isn't gonna dox you. I need a smoke. And I don't even smoke. In the end, the story of Andypants Gaming is a tragedy. Because this is a guy who genuinely loves video games. He has a passion for video games. But just making videos about the games he loves wasn't good enough for him. He wanted more views, and he wanted more ad revenue. And he was willing to sacrifice his dignity to get it. Instead of being honest and being true to himself, Andy created this whole persona, this whole alter ego, to say things and appeal to a demographic of people that he doesn't even agree with or believe in.
What's going on, guys? Andypants here. So some of my content has been going viral recently about masculine stuff and anti-woke stuff in video games, and that's awesome, but I also just like playing video games and talking about them, and so this is a live episode.
His voice, actual bias, passion.
That we did a couple days ago talking about Starfield. Some people have been saying that Starfield is woke. It's not. It's not a woke game. You'd have to seek out the woke content and the liberal progressive content in this game to make it that way. You can play this game however you want. It's just like every other awesome Bethesda game. So anyway, let's get into it.
Awesome, but that...
Andy, you expect me to believe that you have a burning hatred for the LGBT and all things liberal, but you fucking buy Funko Pops? You're a grown-ass man buying Funko Pops. I can't think of anything more gay and woke than that. I hope this grift was worth it, Andy. I hope this...
You're so right. Anyone who owns Funko Pops, like, unironically, must be burned at the stake. We need to do a Salem witch trials of people that purchase Funko Pops.
Destroying your credibility and burning every possible bridge you could have made was worth it. I hope viciously attacking homosexuals and mocking Christians, on top of doxing a bunch of strangers, was worth it for the few extra $100 in YouTube ad revenue. It's such a shame.
Sure, buddy. Nuclear Winter buys Funko Pops.
Man, because when you first started out on YouTube, you made some genuinely good gaming videos. Too bad you didn't have any faith in yourself.
I believe Funko Pops destroy lives. Look what happened to Jalen. Jalen spent all of their money on Funko Pops.
Oh, we're not done quite yet.
Okay.
We're done talking about Andy. Now let's talk about you, my dear conservative Christian gamers.
Okay, I want to keep talking about Andy. By the way, the gamer, do you know this? I have something to show you. I don't know if you're aware of this. Somebody pull up the Alex Gunter screenshot for me. Somebody grab that real quick. Oh, got it. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to give you like a quick lore dump. All right? I don't know what your political leanings are. Don't really give a shit. I hate politics, okay? There is a man out there named Alec Gunter. Now, Alec Gunter is not a gaming channel at all. He is like one of these dick suck like, you know who Vosh is? Like a Vosh orbiter kind of person. Complete idiot. Oh, that's your screenshot? Do you know anything about why this is funny? Do you know why this is funny to people like me and everyone outside of the gaming sphere? I really hope you do know why it's funny to me. I really hope you do. Alec Gunter is the worst debater of all time. This dude lied, unironically lied, about another leftist creator being a potential racist, trying to create like a Discord trans harem. All bullshit. It was all fake. He's been on Jubilee before with Destiny, and screamed at black conservative Christians that he is their white savior. Gamer, I'm trying to tell you this, not because of a political thing, but Andy could have had the easiest W of all time against the dumbest motherfucker to come out of the Vosh community and still ran from this guy. He still ran from Alec. This is funny for multiple layers. The fact Andy ran from this guy is crazy to me. His viewership, he gets 10 live viewers an upload. He has 20K subs. This dude is irrelevant as shit. And the sheer fact that Andy was like, I don't want to debate Alec Gunter. When he's so politically inclined, me, I don't really care to debate. But somebody like Andy, who's grifting on the conservative shit, Alec is the easiest guy to milk views off of if you are an ultra Christian conservative and you care about your values. Andy could have had the easiest W of his life. It still ran from this guy. Like, that's why this is funny to me. I'm glad I could share the Alec Gunter lore to you. Now let's do the update, because this is fun.
Hey, hi, how you doing? This is Ryan, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I promise you, cross my heart, I'm not trying to milk or exploit this situation concerning Andypants Gaming.
You should keep milking it, dude. Just milk the shit out of it.
Again, I'm semi-retired from
This dude needs to be milked.
YouTube. I have a full-time job. I'm not in this for the money. This is all about principles, which Andy has none of. So I'm making this follow-up video because Andy just pulled some really silly bullshit. If you weren't convinced that Andy was a two-faced liar, well, I don't know how you defend him from this. So anyways, the other day, I finally get back home from my shift at work, my feet sore as hell, I start making dinner, I sit down at my computer ready to watch the news.
Andypants and Synthetic Man are going to be the best. They're going to be the bestest of friends when it hits lol count for the two of them.
And see what happened today. I noticed I have a ton of YouTube notifications, probably concerning the Andypants Gaming video. I figure, what the hell? Let's see what the recent comments are. One of those recent comments happened to be from Bob, who writes, Andypants deleted his other channels and posts after this video dropped. It's like he's trying to make himself more guilty. I couldn't believe what I was reading at first, so I immediately went to go check Andy's second channel, Andy Xbox. And there it is! He actually did it! The dumb bastard actually did it! He privated all of his videos! Keep in mind, Andy has had this YouTube channel since 2017. He has dedicated years of his life to this YouTube channel and making videos for it. And he fucking scrubbed it all because it's a danger to the ad revenue he's currently generating on his—
That is true. I agree with that position. Here's why. Not because I'm just trying to suck up to the Gamertron show. Like, that's actually true. Because now that he's starting to be exposed more and more and more, and now there's a lot of different people, okay? There's now other communities. What has happened today is going to fuck up everything that he has built. The minute you DMCA somebody, your entire online presence involving the internet is going to be dredged up. It's just a fact of life. Happened with Quantum, happened with Matt Jarbo, happens with everybody that does a false DMCA strike or a false flag. Everybody. I don't give a shit that he released the strike. He still struck the video. There's no other conversation outside of that. The man struck a video where in the interview he says we both could use this for content if we want. Boom. End of discussion. This isn't like, oh, Ackman just took his whole interview and uploaded it to his channel. He says in the video it's okay for us to both use this content. Andy is now a guy that flags someone on YouTube. It's over. It's over, Andy.
Andypants Gaming channel. All that effort.
You're gonna be milked. You're gonna be milked like the cow you are.
All that passion, Andy, you threw away to maintain the facade you've created with your Andypants Gaming channel. My God, man, you really truly have no dignity, no principles, no shame. So what would—
Yes, Ethan Klein won a lawsuit against somebody false copyright striking. It was Matt Haas. It set a precedent for YouTube. It set a precedent for fair use. All of those things. It was very important. If you are a YouTuber and don't understand why that was important, you need to read up.
What was the plan here, Andy? What, you just saw my video, saw the evidence I was presenting that you're a lying hypocrite, and you just panicked and privated and deleted everything? Even—
You know what's crazy, dude? Remember that woke cuck grifter video that he made of the Act Man and the rest of them? That video was uploaded a few days ago. This video was uploaded 3 weeks ago. He's hiding the evidence. Thank God this dude made these videos.
though I said in that very same video you watched. I don't know how you recover from this once certain people get a hold of this. You can try and delete the evidence now, but I've saved it all. I've got downloaded videos and screenshots and eyewitnesses. So what was the point of privating and deleting everything, Andy? I have everything archived. I have—
What's the point? He's panicking. What was the point of him doing this? Panic. He smells what's happening. He's seeing the wind shift in a direction that isn't going to be favorable to him. That's why. That's it. It's that easy. It's panic. It's actual panic, because he knows now that people that are fans of his are going to tune into random streams and videos about him being like, oh, what happened with this thing that happened with Andy? It's not going to destroy his overall channel and his career. People have survived way worse, right? But There's something about Andy that I feel like he's going to self-destruct. This is the first domino of self-destruction. It's only a matter of time. It can take months, years, but it'll happen. This will forever be used against him. He panicked.
I have the evidence. I have the videos and the screenshots and the eyewitnesses. And my God, Andy, you're such a fool that you didn't even go all the way. Why didn't you nuke all your community posts? You still have
Oh my God, he's an idiot.
a bunch of community posts
He's an idiot.
that directly
I don't even think that I had to change my position. I think he's an idiot. He's not even panicking. He's an idiot.
tie your Andy Xbox channel to your Andypants gaming channel. So you can't deny that this isn't your channel. So what are you doing, Andy? What was the plan? All you've done is make yourself insanely guilty and proven that you are actively trying to hide something. Andy, do you seriously not know about the Streisand effect? All you've done is made things worse for yourself for no reason. This is an excellent example of shooting yourself in the foot. I guess you really didn't want people seeing this YouTube short, eh?
So there's this thing you see on YouTube a lot now, and it's called grifting, and you see people like Luke Stevens and Asmongold doing it a lot, and it just basically means these people have no integrity whatsoever. And it basically means you just regurgitate whatever the popular opinion to have right now is. You have no integrity, and you will just regurgitate whatever people want to hear. I love Cyberpunk when it came out because it was a great game then, and I love it now because it's still a great game. But Luke Stevens and Asmongold hated Cyberpunk when it...
Oh, there's another thing brewing in the background. I won't talk about it.
came out, and
If you ask me about it, I don't know what you're talking about. That's my position.
now they're praising it. And they changed their opinion on this game because they're simply chasing the clicks. They're chasing whatever is popular, and they have zero integrity. And yet these guys' opinion on the game has done a complete 180 in the past 3 years. Why would they do that? And it's because they're chasing clicks and they're grifters.
I guess you really didn't want people learning about how much you love Hellblade 2, eh? I guess you really didn't want your audience to find out just how much you love black people. Isn't it funny, Andy, how all of the YouTube community
I don't know what you're talking about, X.
posts on your Andy Xbox channel that you went out of your way to delete were the exact same ones that I showcased in my original video? The ones that I still have all archived and saved. Andy, this is just a confession with a bunch of unnecessary extra steps. And to top it all off, the cherry on top, I got another comment from Magus over here.
This is even funnier now, bro. It's just funny, the Alec Gunter thing.
Informing me of another content creator by the name of Alec Gunter. Apparently, Alec here requested you for a discussion, challenged you to a debate, and you pussied out? Now, Andy, does that seem like manly Giga Chad behavior to you?
It's even funnier. Now that I've explained to you, bro, why that's even funnier, I hope you're dying laughing at the idea of that this dude dodged a debate with a complete idiot.
Anyways, folks, those are the updates concerning Andypants Gaming. If y'all are interested in me reposting...
But that's an update.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you, Core, for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there. And we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often. So make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.